Hey guys, today I'm going to show you, excuse me, a take on this card, Season's Greetings. I showed this in one of my early videos, and then a subscriber asked me to show a tutorial on how to make this, so I'm going to make a spring version of it, and I'm going to flip the whole thing upside down. So the sayings up here and the images down there. So we're going to get started, and for both of these, the spread and the screen, and she also asked me to do this card too, but I don't think I will since it was so simple, just layering. But both of these blues are from a thing I got at Staples. It was this note card set. Comes with the 2 scallops in 2 colors, and then these 2 things that go in the middle of them. You're supposed to write on these and then just send them out, I guess. But I just use them for scrapbooking. So here I'm using this green one, and it is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So I'm using the green, and then I cut a piece of craft cardstock to 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. So that's going to go right there. And then I cut a watering can off the Walk in My Garden Cricut cartridge. I cut it out at 2 inches. It's on page 104. It's a watering can. I didn't use any of the layers because I only had 1 shade of gray. So, and now I'm going to round these corners using my corner rounder by Creative Memory. Just the top 2. It's gonna go right there. And then I'll put this on a card base later. And as I said, I was going to flip this design around, so the image is going to be at the bottom. And these flowers are also off Walk in My Garden. I don't know what page they're on. They're in the front. Right there. They're called, I don't know what they're called, it's abbreviated, but that's the one I used. So this is the card so far, and now I'm going to get this border part down. So oops, I'm going to go to my scrap drawer and grab some stuff. And this is the same yellow that's in that card, so I'm going to use that. Here's some longer pieces. And I think that yellow is from Creative Memories also. So shove all that stuff back in there. I'm going to use this yellow. This should be wide enough. I'm just going to cut it down a little bit, so I'm going to go get my cutter. Gotta open it. There we go. And I'm going to cut it to a 1/2 inch. So, because I think I'm going to do some stamping on it. Now I'm using a Hero Arts stamp set. I can't remember what it's called because I store mine in these CD cases, but I think I'm going to use one of these borders. Let's use this one. Use this polka dotted one. I'm going to grab a acrylic block. Big one. Okay, so then I'm going to grab this. I think I'm going to stamp it in let's try a blue, because I can always flip over the paper. So I'm using this Azura Seas. blue. Sorry about that. I don't really like that. I think I'm just going to leave it plain yellow. That's okay too. I might add some eyelets after. There's a hair there. So I'm just going to, maybe I'll put this at the bottom, because I do have a sentiment I'm also using from this stamp set. So here's this one, and then there's this one. I think I'm going to keep the yellow down here. I think I am going to add some eyelets, so I'm just going to get my adhesive runner. Now I'm going to use some of these Joanne eyelets. These are the Bright 3/16. So I'm going to grab my crocodile, get the 3/16 hole. So I'm just going to punch it. Try to get it centered. There's one. And we're just going to punch one over here. Now instead of using paper, you could also use ribbon. But I like to use my scraps. So I'm just going to open these. These are again Bright 3/16 eyelets. Let's try these green ones. No, I don't like that. Let's try some yellow ones. See how they look. Oops. I like the yellow on the yellow, so I'm going to grab my crocodile. I haven't had my crocodile that long, so I have to get the instructions out to set them. Okay, so you use the A and the 1 on your crocodile. So let's see, it's on 3. So there's 1. And A is right here. Okay. We're just going to move that up. Okay. I'm just going to set this one first. And there it is, one set. I don't think I'll have enough time to finish this card, so there might be a part 2 so I can show you the other card also. So I think I'm going to make a part 2 and maybe show you the other card, because I just wanted to add the sentiment, and then so go check out part 2.